Denim is in demand at Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston. Get cash on the spot for everything denim. Bring in your trendy and classic styles of gently used name brand denim. Get paid for your denim shorts, skirts, jackets, jeans, and more. We're looking for denim that is blue, black, or a bold color, and jeans in styles like mom jeans, bootcut, baggy, flared, and ripped. We want everything denim. Sell your denim for cash at Plato's Closet today. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hashtag no music, no intro. We're back. Another episode of Hashtag Saints Twitter podcast coming at you. Oh, Ryan.
Candyman.
Full disclosure. I'm not gonna watch the Panthers game. I'm gonna be up in the air, flying over to Europe. Going to experience being in a different country for the first time in my life. So I'm gonna miss it, bro, and I'm okay with that. It's the first Saints game I will miss since the Teddy Bridgewater Cowboys game, because I was coming back from Hawaii that game. So gonna miss the Panthers game. I'll figure something out. I'll watch like the highlights and we'll do the recap. But before we get into this Panthers preview, I know it's early, bro. I know it's just going into week 3, but I feel like we gotta address the state of the Saints right now.
Already, bro. We already.
I feel like we gotta talk about it, bro. Because there's just some vibes,
man.
I know, bro. I know, but there's just some vibes around the team that I don't get, and I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not trying to be like an annoyed super fan, because this is also me being detached. But the two things that stick in my craw, first, and you've been tweeting about it all day. I haven't been able to tweet much at all this week because I've just been swamped with work trying to finish everything up before I go. But you've been on this whole, if Jameis isn't healthy, if he has these mini fractures, little fractures, 3 or 4 fractures in his back, why is he playing professional football? Like what? Like you tweeted earlier, like it's potential negligence. You got a healthy Andy Dalton just sitting there, and yet it's like, oh nope, gotta put Jameis back out there, and he's going to probably be limited all week. And what does that even mean? That's just a big thing where I'm just like, as an organization, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
If he's healthy enough to play, why is he limited in practice? Like, just tell me that. Like, what if he's going to be limited all week? Why is he healthy enough to play? A 28, 29-year-old quarterback. Like even Drew Brees with 8 up ribs and bum shoulder, he'll miss 1 week of practice. 1 week will be limited. The rest he'll be full. But this dude, he can't go full all week. And you telling me you're going to put him out there? He's been sacked 10 times so far, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to put him out there? That, to me, is just negligence, bro. And I know from Jamie's point of view, he's probably telling them, look, I'm good. It's because, from what I understand with back injuries, a lot of it's just pain management. So I'm sure he's like, hey, look, I'm good. I can handle the pain. Shoot me up with some whatever, Narcan, whatever. Shoot me up. I'm good to go. But it's on the coaches to protect the player from themselves.
Thank you.
Just from that perspective, like, you got to protect the guy, man. Like, why do you, this dude could get seriously injured? And come to find out, Pro Football Talk, he got an ankle injury too. It's like, what? It's like, what is going on? Like, what's going on here?
Ankle, but yeah, he's gonna be sorry. He's gonna be out there on Sunday, bro. Like, I just told you.
And look, I'm not trying to knock James, but I could see if he was like, if this was 2013, 2011 Drew Brees, and the whole season is riding on this. But it's like, I mean, you got Andy Dalton in there. Andy Dalton is no slouch. He's no bum. Like, man, like, what's the point in having Andy Dalton if you can't use him? You got Taysom Hill.
Why had even signed him if like this is the perfect example why you signed him to be the backup quarterback.
Perfect example. If James is your guy, if you feel like that strongly that James is the guy, then he should be your guy in November or whatever, however long it's going to be to him to get healthy, or at least healthy enough to play. Because it's so many factors that go into this. Like even him being limited in practice. Like this offense desperately needs like to work on its timing, its rhythm. Getting on schedule with the receivers. It desperately needs it. Like we have one and a half quarter of good offense.
That's
so far.
1.5 quarters.
And so you got and you going into every game with your quarterback limited all week. And y'all the coaches, y'all the ones always talking about practice. The game really takes place Wednesday through Friday. That's when the game really takes. Well, I mean, if that's what you say, apparently not. I don't know.
Well, I know Wednesday through Friday don't count in the win-loss column though. I know that for sure. It was obvious. Now I do want to say this. I don't want to absolve Jameis and the injury for how poorly he played on Sunday, because that wasn't all injury. Some of that was just Jameis being Jameis and making terrible. Like that was like the worst Tampa Bay version of Jameis that we've seen up to this point.
Right.
And I remember you tweeted it, and maybe you said it in the Discord. I don't remember where it was said, but you was like, "Man, maybe now we see why Sean Payton only let Jameis throw like 15 off the game."
That's right. Because when you think about it, Sean Payton figured out the way to get the best Jameis. And even though we didn't have skill positions and stuff like that, but that was how he saw they can get the best Jameis. Is just limit him, use his talents, which is shot plays and stuff like that, make things clear. I was listening to his interview, Sean Payton's interview today. He was on Do All This Stuff Football, and he talked about how, when they bring in Teddy and Taysom and Jameis and shit like that, how, they would try. He didn't want the offense, to make a mistake of trying to have them learn what Drew was doing, because what Drew was doing, they had built over 16 years. Like 16 years of tweaking and adding things, and building on top of this concept and that concept. And he was saying, let's just strip it down and just run a basic offense that works, and then build on this new player, whatever, whether it's Teddy Bridgewater or whoever, build on that. And he talked about that, so that made sense to me, because that's really what you saw happening with Jameis Winston last year, where they were slowly trying to build with him, build the offense to be tailored for him. And I think we started to see it get unleashed in that Tampa Bay game last year, and then he got injured. So I think right now, they're still trying to find that way, bro. Like, they're trying to find a way to have the Saints offense meet Jameis Winston where his skill set, where he likes to do, but plus limit what he does wrong. Let's face it, bro. Like let's face it. Like the dude, we know what he is. Like we know. I keep the people like, oh, with Jimmy, we know what Jameis Winston is. Like we know it. We've seen him at Florida State for years. We've seen him at Tampa Bay. Started as a rookie. The dude got games under his belt, so it's not like he's a mystery. We know what he is. I talked about it on this podcast. If you go listen to earlier this season, I said the question for Jameis is, can he sustain offense? That was the question. We gave him a pass last year because he only got weapons. Ain't no excuses this year. Ain't no excuses. But now they do have excuses. Now as well, Sean Payton gone, Pete Carmichael, or whatever.
Okay, so I want to hit one more thing about Jameis and the injury thing a little bit. Is if you go back and you watch our our YouTube live stream for all our Patreons. Shout out to people who supporting us. If you go back to watch it, that third down where he just has open field, bro. Just open field. He could have ran. He could have just Jameis trotted, waddled his way into a first down, bro. And he just didn't do it. And all of us said, all right, why is he in the game? Why is he in the game?
Right.
Like, that game was a very important game. It's not the make it or break it game, but it was a very important game. And the defense up to that point had done everything they could to keep the Saints in the game, to potentially come out with a win. And in a spot, it was like a 3rd and 4. It wasn't like a very long third down. And he just could not or would not do it. Just as a coaching staff, you got to be like, all right, man, like it's just, and I say this because I say this kind of annoyed because I know what the answer is going to be, and I know they're not going to bench him. Like, they're not going to bench him. I just know it. But then it brings to the second point I want to talk about, and you were talking about the offense, Pete Carmichael.
Hey, yo, Adam.
What's up?
Man, there's just one guy I've been wanting the Saints to pick up. It's this dude out left yet.
What?
Named Luke. Yeah, man, this dude named Luke Butler runs with Hargrove Roofing. The dude is like 6'4", 285 pounds.
What?
Yeah, man, like he could beat out Ruiz, bro.
He could be the next AD. Sign him up, play for the Pelicans.
Man, listen. So, look, plus, here's the thing about him. He'll take care of any of your roofing needs that we have down in South Louisiana.
It's crazy that you bringing him up because I've watched film on him, and I could tell y'all he knows what's going on in the home insurance game. With storm season approaching, give Luke with Hargrove Roofing a call at 985-590-7601. Again, 985-590-7601. He's going to take care of y'all.
You beast.
Spring is in the air at Littleton Coin Company, and we want to help you brighten your collection. Visit us at littletoncoin.com all month long to enjoy 15% off your purchase. With a wide selection of coins, paper money, supplies, and more, Littleton Coin Company has something for every collector's taste. Use promo code SPRING at littletoncoin.com for 15% off your purchase all month long. Restrictions apply. Littleton Coin Company. Serving collectors since 1945.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Man, besides Pete Carmichael, I want to give him a little pass, bro. But I think part of me is just like, and I said it's like this man wanted to be on vacation right now. Like this man wanted to be drinking some Mai Tai, still getting an NFL check direct deposit, and there's been some good moments, right? The Taysom stuff against the Falcons, that was good. The play calling in the fourth quarter against the Falcons, that was good. But like the preseason against the Chargers, like those first two quarters, like, oh, okay, P out here cooking. Cool. We good. But seeing stats like the Saints are only putting man in motion 1% of the time on passing plays, but like putting them like this large amount of percent on run plays, like one, that's a huge tell. Two, the whole, oh well, Pete Carmichael got to fucking like he has to make the offense with Jameis. Pete Carmichael has been here every season that Jameis has been in the building, bro.
Right.
Like this is not like a completely new external person. Like once you knew you were going to be the OC, you should already have had in your mind potentially how you wanted to meld the offense and combine the two. And it just seems like, I get it. It's a work in progress, but like you've been here. And the third thing is like, and I don't know if this is a Pete Carmichael thing or if it's a Dennis Allen thing. I don't really know. But like Taysom Hill only got 6 snaps against the Bucs on offense. Just 6.
Yeah.
It's just the offense feels, and I think this is probably the most disappointing part about the season so far. And again, it's early, but the offense feels very similar that it did last year with more weapons, which that to me is very confounding.
Exactly. That's the key. It feels just like last year. And I mean, you kind of have to go back to Jameis, man. Like, do people remember Jameis with the Tampa Bay Bucks? Like, it was the same thing. Like, nobody was scared of Jameis Winston because there was never that consistency to his game, And we kind of hoped that he would be able to build that here, and maybe he still can. What I'm saying is we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it last year. We gave him the pass with the weapons. Now he got the weapons, and we haven't seen it yet. So I mean, we get to a breaking point here. If this offense can't perform against a very mediocre defense this Sunday, I mean, the coaching staff really gotta start asking some hard questions, like what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because you do have a good roster. You do have talent. You're going to waste that, on... Look, I mean, it's hard to parse out, between, Jameis' injury and, his play. But something got to be fixed. Like John Payton always talk about, it's a production business. You got to produce. Like, right now, the offense is not producing. You sink all this money. You got $100 million wide receiver, Michael Thomas. Luckily, you got Juice on a easy deal. You got Chris Olave, who you traded multiple picks to go up and get. You got fucking Traquan Smith just chilling in the infirmary, making like $4-5 million. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga in the gulag, bro, just out there,
just chilling,
bro,
just chilling, bro. So it's like, man, like y'all, like you gotta produce, bro. Gotta produce. I'm not putting a lot on Pete Carmichael because I don't know. Like, man, I just from what I've seen of the offense, like dudes getting open, bro. Like, dudes are getting open, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what more do you want? Dudes are getting open. I thought the run game improved from week 1 to week 2. Like, you saw actual improvement in the run game. It kind of fucked up fumbles and stuff like that. So I think, as far as Pete, like, I don't feel like Pete Carmichael's the problem right now. I'm not saying he's perfect or nothing, but like I think if you could get some consistent quarterback play within the scheme, I think things will look a lot better. And bro, it's like we're not asking a lot because the defense. I mean, look, they haven't been perfect through 2 games, but they've done their job, man.
For the most part, they have absolutely done their job, and we're not the type of people to do this on Twitter. But if you are following the right people on Twitter, there are multiple examples posted from the game that have been posted from the game against the Bucs on Sunday, like Ryan is saying, like people are coming open underneath, and I don't know if Jameis just doesn't see him or James just like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna throw it. It's one of the two, right? And somehow that has to be remedied. And I think a legit question is if he's continuing to miss those easy throws, those underneath throws, those 5-6 yard throws that will make third downs easier. Like at what point do you just have to be like, all right, man, like this ain't it. Like we got to change it up for the sake of just consistency and offensive production.
Whether that's your back or whatever, man. Because look, Maddie, she did a great write up today about the limitations that the exact injury that Jameis has can cause. You know, it's pain management. It affects your torque. You know, all the things you do as a quarterback, it affects that. And I know me. If I walk like over a mile, my back start hurting, boy. And I'm just, my decision making. Like I'm just pissed. I'm mad at everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, imagine playing quarterback. You can sack, and you just like, man, like I could see him just like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it to the left. You know what I'm saying? Like, tired of this shit. Just throw it up to the lobby. See what happens. You know. So I mean, like bro, like you got Andy Dalton there, just shimmering, fresh beard, red hair, just looking beautiful,
handsome, bro,
man. Put him out there, just see what happens. Not saying he's the savior, Jesus Christ coming from down in heaven, none of that. Like he's a quarterback that's failed and been a journeyman, and but he got skins on the wall. He could produce in this offense. So at least just see, bro. It's not like Jameis Winston making $35 million and it's the cemented starter for the next 5 years for the Saints. You have two journeyman quarterbacks on the roster.
That's it.
And you're just trying to see what you got. And you're trying to evaluate what you got. That's all. Jameis wasn't even your first choice. We know that. Wasn't even your second choice this year. So it's like what is it that's keeping y'all from like making that move? And like again, it is early. Like, and I can understand maybe not wanting to make like a big fuss.
A wave, right.
A big wave. Jameis got benched and they got players. I'm sure they got plenty of players that love Jameis, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, I'm sure that's probably a big factor into it too. Of like, you don't want to lose the locker room or lose the team if the team is behind Jameis.
And then you just start flip flopping quarterbacks. Andy Dalton come in and he throw 3 picks, and that's like, oh, put Jameis back in. Then you just now the season going down in the dumpster fire.
Boy, that's the
boy. I'm saying.
Those would be some spicy ass episodes, bro.
And it could go that way.
It could, and the fact that the Saints don't have a first round pick next year. Ooh.
No first round pick, baby.
Ooh, buddy. So I want to talk about this Panthers game. In theory, it's a game that the Saints should win, and I don't feel like I'm using hyperbole when I say this. This might be a must-win game, Ryan. Might be a must-win.
Oh, come on now.
Week 3
already.
All right. Let me just lay it out. I'm just laying it out for you, bro. They don't beat the Panthers. They go 1-2, and they're 1-2 in the division. Okay, so your first quarter of the season. Because you know how Sean Payton used to cut up seasons in quarters. Your first quarter of the season, you've gone 1-2 in your division. Then you got to fly over to London and take on the Vikings, who I know they got mollywopped against who the fuck they played, the Eagles, but like could go toe to toe with the Saints. Like the schedule doesn't get easier. In theory, this Panthers team with Baker Mayfield, and Baker's shown he's still fucking Baker Mayfield. Like I to me, and I know it's early, and people be like, "Nah, this can't be a must." Because if you lose this game, like this to me, just as a fan, and I've seen it before, this kind of game, like you lose, like the rest of your shit might spiral. Because I want to preface that by saying, typically in the past, Sean Payton just didn't let Sean Payton 7-9 was it. Like we didn't get anything below fucking 7-9, right?
Right.
Are we sure with DA at the helm? Like it's gonna be the same. Like it's different, man. Like to me, this game is a must win, 100%.
I feel you, man, and particularly against this Carolina team is reeling, bro.
Yes,
reeling. Matt Rule nervous.
I know he got bubble guts every time he go to use his fucking key card, bro.
He is nervous, bro. Nervous. Baker Mayfield is who he is. Like it never made sense from the beginning because Matt Rule likes to. Who's his offensive coordinator? McAdoo. Got Ben McAdoo running like a West Coast quick pass offense. Baker kind of like Jameis. Like Jameis is not that. Like Baker's not that guy.
He will hold on to it, and to me, and we can go kind of all over in terms of how our breakdown about the game. Defensive line needs to fucking dominate, bro. I'm sorry.
Seriously,
defensive line needs to dominate.
This is the one. I've heard 2 excuses 2 weeks in a row. First week,
Tom Brady got rid of the ball so fast.
First week it was
mush rush.
Mush rush. This week is Tom Brady got the ball out 2.2 seconds. This and that. Which he did. He was getting that ball out like fast. It was
quick.
Boom, boom, boom.
It was quick. Yes.
But I'm like, look, I need to see it. I need to see it, man. Like
man.
Against this team with a slow passing quarterback, a very mediocre offensive line,
a rookie left tackle.
I need to see it, bro. 2 first, Cam Jordan, Street.
Can we talk about 2 first, fat ass? Like Fed up, Ryan. Fed up, bro. I don't care, bro.
He was getting doubled. Facing double teams, man.
He was not. Cam was getting doubled that game against the Bucks, and the Bucks basically kind of dared 2 first to beat his man 1-on-1. Didn't happen.
The third string left tackle.
Just saying. And here's the thing, which is crazy about him. You would think with kind of like what he did in the offseason and not getting into shape or not being into shape and his production over the first few games, you would think like there's no way there's no way they would bring him back. Like there's no way they would have to sign him. But then it's like the flip side is like, then what's the fucking alternative?
Oh yeah. That's the thing, because you got Peyton Turner. Just a big shining
inactive P.
Inactive P. Healthy as hell.
Ooh, man, I wish I could get drafted in the NFL and just be on the sideline, just cheesing, getting that direct deposit when it hit, bro. But so, all jokes aside, the defensive line needs to dominate. It's a great game to have. Sounds like Don't Bash Me Bro is going to be back, which is great.
Huge.
It really is, because then we're kind of seeing the secondary back at its full strength, and at that point, I would guess that they would move Roby to the slot, and then Justin Evans would just play in special packages and like a third safety thing instead of him relying on being a nickel. But this the game plan honestly is take out McCaffrey, and this is gonna sound weird, bro. I'm gonna put it out there. With the current linebacking play, the way it's been playing with DeMario and with Pete fucking Warner, bro. I got the fan, I'm not saying I'm not worried about McCaffrey in this game, but Pete Warner's been the absolute best player on the field for the Saints the first 2 weeks of the season, bro. I'm going to say it again of how insane it's been. He's been the best player on the field for the Saints the first 2 seasons of the new season.
Hey, what you're saying is not hyperbole, bro. It's like
I'm not, bro.
That's just facts. Like if you watch the game, it's like
this nigga's out here balling.
balling, man, balling. It's really unbelievable. And good on him, man. Good on him. He had the groin injury in camp. You know, which had me kind of worried about him. Man, he just came out firing off with all cylinders. But sometimes I wish he was a little bigger, you know. But
yeah, he's a little light.
He's like a safety, like a strong safety.
Yes.
But man, he plays with passion. Bro. He plays with passion. Comes downhill, always where he needs to be. You know, it's just. I love it, man. I love it. I love that he mushed that cake in my face, bro. I love it, man.
Both of ours, bro. I just never forget watching his cut-ups after he was drafted, and I was livid, Ryan. Livid. Like you know how the game is when you scouting players, bro. Like sometimes you are 100% right, like just right, and sometimes you are wrong. And Pete Warner's been like one of those huge, like, just shining examples of just being both of us just being wrong.
No question. Yeah. And you know, right now, McCaffrey, when has about 135 rushing yards, still doing his thing as a receiver. So look, just don't let him beat you. You know, he's gonna get his. He's gonna get his. But even then, they've even been kind of limited how much work he gets, which is stupid. Stupid, but I understand it. But other than that, in the passing game, you got DJ Moore. He gonna get a little something. You know, you got Robbie Anderson. I mean, this is come on, man. With the defense the Saints got, they should be able to handle up on this offense. They should be. It's going to be up to the Saints offense to not let them just hang around in some, like, 10 versus 7 score, and they just hanging around the third quarter and all that. You can't do that, man. You got to go out there, put your best offense out there, whether that's, you know, your top 3 wide receivers, whether you got to go in the spread, or you got to do a little hurry up early to get some rhythm going, whatever you got to do. Like, man, you got to get this offense cooking. Like, it's critical. We get to the critical point where the offense got to start showing itself.
Here's the thing that worries me in this game the most. We talking about the offense, and you talked about it in the live stream. You talked about it on Twitter about the offensive line just needing to they need to get together and figure this shit out. Protections, running backs, sliding,
the whole operation, tight ends, everybody, the whole operation
needs to get fixed. I want to gotta take you back, bro. Can we go back to week 3?
Ooh,
week 2 of last season?
Yeah.
I can't even remember what his name is. The Cardinals defensive coordinator. Yes, the Saints were affected by COVID leading up to that game, but the defensive coordinator of the Panthers brought so many different exotic looks and everything, and the offensive line just got steamrolled all game. Now, as the season went on, the offensive line, injuries, whatever. But that game, week 2, offensive line got steamrolled. We saw the end of Bonfire. He just got poured out, bro. Just stomped out. Bro, McCaffrey beat him on a fucking dirt choice route.
I remember, man. That was it.
First play of the game, bro. And I was like, oh Lord, it's gonna be a long.
He ain't been on starting defense since, boy.
What's his name? Phil Snow. There he is. That's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, man. Phil Snow had them blitzes, those exotic blitzes, just cooking up in week 2 last season. And now, if you look at the offensive line the first 2 weeks of the season for the Saints, they just don't have it figured out, man. Like, no one's on the same page. And my biggest concern is Phil Snow saying, shit, if I did this to him week 2 last year and they still having problems, I'm about to light them the fuck up. Sunday.
Exactly.
Like,
and he'd be smart to do that.
He absolutely
like,
should.
if I'm a defense player in the Saints, I'm blitzing my ass off until they show me they can stop it.
You have to. You have to, man. And we just kind of gone all over the place. We're not sticking with just offense or just defense. We're just being all over the place. But speaking of the offense struggling, you know what sometimes helps out the offense or a team when the offense is struggling, Ryan? Special teams.
Oh.
Punt return, kick
Kick return, doesn't even have to be a touchdown. But just
flip the field, bro.
Field 30 yards,
30, if the team starts with a 35, 40 yard, if we're lucky, and just completely flip the field, that helps out the offense. So you know what? Deontay Hardy, can you just try? Just try.
Man, say he a wide receiver, bro. Man, say he a wide receiver.
I don't know, man. Like just little things about this team. I'm just kind of seeing. It's just like, what are we doing here? And I don't want to completely make the Dennis Allen era just sound to be like a complete dumpster fire. I'm trying to reel it back in a bit. But like, could you just imagine? Could you imagine under Sean Payton if he was coaching the team and Deontay Hardy pulled the shit he's been pulling the first 2 weeks? Like it wouldn't stand, bro. Like at some point, he'd be like, "What? Excuse what? What are you doing? You don't take your ass up there and return that fucking kick?" Like,
I mean, I'm at this point, like these old kickoffs, I'm ready for, believe it or not, Tony Jones Jr. out there.
This is critical, nigga.
I mean, at least Tony Jones is gonna take it downhill. No left, right, or nothing. Just straightforward.
No juke. Shout out to Tony Jones Jr. on that great running, great drive they had running the ball.
Tony was looking good. Dwayne Washington was looking good. The offense was opening up on nigga. I was like, man, I wish Alvin Kamara was playing because they was opening up some holes, boy.
Man, against so I wonder if maybe Dennis Allen has a conversation with Pete Carmichael and say, you know what? Let's maybe try to go back to last year's formula. We got a pretty deep, because you can run exotic blitzes and stunts and all that very easily against the offensive line when the offensive line is trying to pass protect. It's very easy. Yeah. Offensive line just coming off the ball and they just run blocking. It's like that negates the exotic blitzes and stunts that a defense can do.
Right.
So maybe if you Dennis Allen, you just say, listen, we got a pretty decent offensive line. It looked pretty decent, especially against the Bucs last week, and that's a good running defense front. How about we just get back to just run the ball? Like, maybe Jameis throws it 15, 20 times a game. Maybe he should because he's fucking hurt. He needs to throw it 15, 20 times a game. And just let AK does his thing. We take shots when we need to take shots. Let our defense hopefully play well, and just go from there. Like,
right.
Like there's a formula where that could work.
No question. We've seen it work, so it's not even a stretch. We know that could work. Like if the offense just played conservative last week, they probably would have won the game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't have the fumble, you had the fumble, which they were playing conservative right there. So that's the thing about playing conservative. One fumble would just wrecks everything. You know what I'm saying?
Everything, bro.
So that's the thing about playing conservative, whereas when you just putting up big plays and stuff like that, that negates that. But they just need to take care of the ball. Like Mark Ingram can't fumble anymore. He can't. But that has to be his last fumble of the season.
I wonder. I don't think they would, but maybe sending like a little message and elevating Latavius Murray. I don't know.
I would have no problem with it, at all. I would have no problem with it. It's like these old running backs, man. Come on now. Which is another problem I could bring up, but I ain't.
Anything else? We can kind of get to the nitty gritty of this game a little bit, kind of some X's and O's. Baker has struggled this season, especially sound like he struggled mightily last week. I feel like that stat about the defense or about the Matt Rule team, like they're one in like what 20 something for games where the Panthers, was it like 17 points? What I don't know. I don't know.
17 points. Yeah, when they've allowed 17 points or more, the Panthers are one in whatever.
Wild stat.
That's crazy.
And then the question is like, can the Saints score more?
Yeah, that's the scary part. That's the scary part. Like, damn, can we get to 17? Like we know they could put up 16 in the fourth quarter and hurry up offense. But can they just sustain offense, man? I'm so, it's crazy that we're here, but I'm so tired of bad offense, bro. I just want some good offense, man. Can I have that? I ain't even talking like top 3 in the league offense.
No.
Just some nice, good. I watch NFL Network, and it's just dudes running 60 yards, crazy plays. I'm like, can we do some of that?
I watched that comeback that Joe Flacco led, bruh, against the Browns. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Joe Flacco was looking like famous Joe Flacco, that bitch, bro. Just elite.
I'm like, what in the world?
It would be nice, like you're saying, just see a steady offense, consistently moving the ball. We're not asking for a touchdown every drive, man. That's just not how the NFL works. But can the Saints show us incremental improvement?
That's it.
Just like things are trending in the right direction. That's all we want to see, man. And maybe we're not putting enough, I don't know what the word is, emphasis or credit or whatever of AK not playing last week. But to me, it shouldn't just be that. It should be like, okay, I know AK didn't play, but you still got weapons all across the field. Can you show us that y'all can just use them? And again, it might not be a Pete Carmichael thing. It might not be a Dennis Allen thing. It may just be a Jameis thing. But something that stood out to me when Dennis Allen gave a presser on Monday, I think it was. And basically, he kind of, was recapping the Bucs game and said, maybe at some points I felt we were trying to go down the field too long and take too many shots and blah, blah. And my question then goes, well, if you felt that during the game, who do you not go to, like, Pete Carmichael? Or do you not go to Jameis and say, like, that's just a question of, like, you're the head coach, man. Like,
yeah, that's a good point, man. And it comes to, like, Dennis Allen. Where? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it'd be different if this was like Nathaniel Hackett and this is like his first rodeo. Man, you've been a head coach before. Like, this is not new territory.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, take the reins, bro. Like, this is your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sean Payton was over there calling blitzes for the defense. Not saying you should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times he was wrong. But I'm just saying it was his team. It was his team, though. Like, okay, if we succeed or fail, it's on me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as like Dennis Allen, he needs to take control. He needs to dip his toes in the offense and be like, this is what I want to see. I don't like this. Stop doing this. It's your team now, bro. And if it fails, okay, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But all this, kicking responsibility, it's on Pete. I talked to Pete about it. No.
No.
Like, this is your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is your team, and you come up with the game plan on how we're going to attack, and it's up to Pete to facilitate that. But this is, just goes back to, decisions they made as far as who they hired and stuff like that. Time will tell to see if who was right or wrong.
Right.
What they should have done. We don't know. But it's, it's just looking kind of shaky so far, man. I was just thinking the other day, just big picture, like, like this is the post-Sean Payton era now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. This is it. You're trying to figure it out. They kind of don't really have a plan more other than just kind of let's not break what Sean Payton built. You know,
Like part of me understands that plan because like he, as much shit we want to talk about Sean at times, like the infrastructure and him building, like as he used to refer to it as like a program, like he would used to talk about like it's a college, like I'm building a program, like the foundation was set, right? The foundation was 100% set, but part of me just also wonders is like, and again, you said it, time will tell, but at what point, if the foundation is set, no matter who's in the building or who you bring in, that they're only going to add to that foundation without maybe it being someone that you already know. Right. We won't know, maybe we won't know until after this season. Maybe we won't know until 2-3 seasons down the line. But it's just going to be always that, like that what if. We'll see, man. Like it's a results driven business, and we'll absolutely going to see. Anything else just about the Panthers game or just in general that just kind of pops out to you? It'd be, I feel like just kind of going through their depth chart, like their defense. You've always used the perfect term for them last year, and I think that still holds up. And them just being like a sweat equity defense, like besides, like you have your really really good player and Brian Burns, like they're just, they just work as a unit. They do have J.C. Horn, who knowing our luck and our fate because his dad played with the Saints, might get an interception. Bro, we called it before we played them week 2. We were like, Jason Horn getting an interception.
No question.
Sure enough. What happened? But going into this game, if AK's playing, I want to see just an old school AK game, bro.
Please, I'm dying for it, man.
I want to see
just
it
for my own fandom, like,
and
just because I enjoy watching AK, I want to see that. You know what I'm saying?
And I won't be able to see it, but like once I land and get off the plane, I want to like pull up like the highlights and see like he just went off and he just took the game over and it wasn't close. I know Shaq Thompson still have fucking nightmares about AK 2017, 2018.
Oh man,
no, that man,
that was crazy.
Fed up, but I just like that AK just being back to AK. I think will also stabilize the offense if he is able to play on Sunday.
No question.
Trying to think of anything else, man. I think we hit it. I think we hit on it all, but
man, this win will be like so nice. Though you get your 2-3 heading out to London or wherever to play.
Yeah, at that point they'd be 2-1.
2-1. I mean, yeah,
and then 2-1 in the division, heading to play the Vikings in London. Which to me, I mean, the offense hasn't showed me much, but like, it in theory that should be a toss-up game.
Oh yeah, that would be. I couldn't pick that game.
Yes, that's a hard game to pick. I'll have more knowledge of who I would pick. Depends on which Saints team shows up against the Panthers.
Like this week tells me, like, man, the defensive line, like you said, bro, like this game is so crucial for the defensive line to show us.
I keep looking at the Panthers offensive line. Ike Ekwonu, the rookie they drafted, Brady Christensen, Pat Eflin, Austin Corbett, Taylor Muton. Can we something? Can we get pressure? Can we get push?
And look, Dennis Allen, you could blitz this time. Like, you've been holding off on the blitz for 2 weeks. You can let it loose now, baby. Like, bring the blitz.
Please do. Like, I just want to see pressures. I want to see some quarterback sacks. Like get something. Like just something. Like I know 2-1 has been working himself into shape or whatever the fuck that means. But like this is a game you going against a rookie, bro. You going against.
You know what I want to say?
What's up?
Can we give Alante Taylor just a smidgen of love? I can't give him whole love, just a smidgen of love, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude played some pretty good football, bro.
He did, man. He did.
You know, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a lot of snaps, but he did get targeted and he held his own. I was like, shoot, like if there's another game where Debo got a miss, I'm like, you know, see what he does instead of Roby on the outside, you know?
Yes. Please.
Just see, you know? Because players got to play, man. Players got to play. At the end of the day, you got to see what they got when they play. So, go ahead.
No, it's a great point. Very limited, but obviously he played well. And speaking about players got to play, is Adam Trotman going to play this season?
I think it is what it is, bro. I think we seeing exactly what it is, man. Like he's a spot player, a spot tight end. You know, get in there, and some blocking here and there, run around every now and then. But I mean, Juwan Johnson is the starting tight end, man. Period. I think Nick Vannett probably start over Trotman at this point. Like it's. I mean, Taysom definitely does. Like it's. So, I mean, that's the 2020 draft, man.
I just want on a T-shirt, bro. Just that graphic of all the players that they drafted, like right after the draft was over, bro. I just want on a T-shirt.
But what kills you is the comments after the draft. It's like, oh, this team has so much depth. We just had to pick players because shoot, it's gonna be a struggle to make this team. Hubris, bro. Hubris.
You knew what I was thinking, bro. Like the hubris sometimes that front office has showed his ass so much at times, and like it at times it sometimes has worked out, right? Like Ambush probably is like the biggest example of hubris that worked out, right? But sometimes like the hubris, that shit backfires in that not even the 2020 draft, right? Because we got to put into context. The entire 2020 draft is a huge example of the hubris just not working out, and that's just not a Sean Payton thing. I think that's just an organizational thing that didn't work out in 2020. I just want on a T-shirt. I'll be walking around. Man, I might get that T-shirt made before the Raiders game, bro. Just walking around with the 2020 draft class on the shirt. I'm gonna do it, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. Just be out in brunch and like, you know how New Orleans is. They're like, why you got Cesar Ruiz on your shirt? You're like, oh, you don't know? 2020 draft class, baby. And then we are extremely lucky. Think about how lucky they are that 2021 draft class has worked out with Adebo and Pete Warner so far. They taking some steam off the first round defensive end who can't even get on the field. Buddy.
Which I must say, for them making him inactive, I appreciate it.
I do too. I do too.
You're not for making the pick. Yes, like they deserve the heat for that. But I also appreciate them not throwing bad money after bad money. You know? Right. At least coming to the realization, like, okay, we can't do this. Like, we can't do this.
Can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? And that just shows me that somebody's thinking. Like, somebody is thinking of it.
You think, but hold on, though. You know what the best game he's ever played? What team it was, right?
Hey.
They gonna activate Peyton Turner on Sunday, bro. We gonna get that Panthers Peyton Turner up there?
Listen, I wouldn't even be mad because, okay, let's see if sitting him for a week, see if that does something. See if he can show you something. Like, because I know if I was an NFL player and I got benched for a game, and I am going to show, I am going to light out practice. I'm going to show everything possible to not be inactive the next game and get on the field. So I'm just hoping he's taking that mentality. You know what I'm saying? And if he does, I mean, props to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. You know, I don't want him to fail, man. So
No, I don't either.
So it's like, bro, it's completely up to him, and that's what that message sends. It's like, bro, it's up to you now. Like, you got to show us, you know, because we've given you the opportunity.
What's up, Ryan?
Yo,
I'm just gonna say this. I don't want you to get offended. I'm a big dude. You a big dude.
damn.
And I know sometimes weight loss has been an issue that we both dealt with our entire lives. But I want to tell you about something that I came across about this great new company called Vertimax.
Okay.
Did you know that Vertimax is the leading sports performance and fitness equipment company that's used by half of D1 programs and half of the NFL and NBA teams? We have an NFL podcast. It's used by professional leagues as well as other teams all around the world. There's the Vertimax platform and there's a Vertimax Raptor used to help athletes improve their performance on the field for almost 3 decades. That's almost as old as you. I know we pick on him, but did you know that we pick on him in terms of his workouts, but Jameis Winston actually has trained on a Vertimax Raptor, and the King of New Orleans himself, Drew Brees, has trained on a Vertimax platform, along with other top NFL and college football pro athletes. I was just scrolling on TikTok. I saw Amari Cooper using a Vertimax machine.
Wow.
We know we have a lot of listeners that have kids. They're in sports, they're in soccer, baseball, football, track and field, you name it. If you're a parent and you want to help your child improve in terms of their sports performance, or maybe you just feel like you just want to get your body right for the summer and get fit, you need to check out Vertimax. So all you have to do is go to Vertimax.com or follow them on social media at Vertimax. That's VERTI Max. Again, that's at VERTI Max. Vertimax.com. Look into getting yourself a Vertimax platform, a Vertimax Raptor, and tell me you won't see the improvement.
Do you think you're gonna be active on Sunday?
No.
This long ass soliloquy.
Nah, bro.
Nah. All right, let me hear it, man. I gotta hear it as we close it out.
What's that?
Who wins? Who wins, bro?
I think Saints win, bro. They're gonna win. They're gonna take care of business. I ain't giving no score. They'll figure out a way to win.
Okay.
I think they'll win and we'll still be annoyed.
Okay. I think I agree with you. I think they're gonna come up with the win. I think they're gonna come up with the win.
If they don't, brother,
Can they? Man, this is just for selfish purposes at this point. Can they just win just to get us to listen? Yo,
I'm telling you, man.
We need the downloads. We need to listen.
Nobody want to hear about Saints when they lose, bro. I tell you.
We went from like over 5,000 episodes from that Falcons recap, and it bitch went down by half.
It's like, damn.
Shout out to those who did listen. We appreciate y'all.
For real.
Like those, y'all for sure, 100% are real ones. Just because I'm not gonna be watching the game, I won't be in the live stream. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, I don't know if we're gonna have a live stream this week, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in New Orleans.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I thought I was just gonna be there Saturday, but I'm staying overnight. It's possible, but I can't guarantee it.
All right, we'll get it figured out.
We'll figure it out.
we could probably get it set up that someone in our community can host.
Yeah.
And then someone else can help with the game. We'll get it figured out. So don't worry, y'all. We'll get it figured out. No worries. But thank y'all for coming through, doing the live stream with us, being fans, being supporters. We truly, truly appreciate it. We're like, I set this goal during the summer of getting to 200 Patreons before the start of the regular season. That did not happen, but we're 40 Patreons away.
40 away, man.
Or give or take, which is wow. It's an absolutely crazy thing. So thank y'all so much. I also think the Saints are going to win. And like I think you said, like you hit on the head, they'll win, but we'll be annoyed. But we appreciate all y'all from the bottom of our hearts for everything, for what we're building and continuing to try to build. And we'll see, man. We got to figure out schedule wise, like when we can record the fucking recap. I don't be like what 11 hours ahead, some shit like that.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Yes. But we'll figure it out. We'll make sure a recap is up, especially if they win. Like you're gonna get a recap up. But we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Again, it's just fucking football. It's just a game. Don't take this shit too serious. Like it doesn't matter in the long run. But
yeah,
what does matter is the community and the camaraderie we're building with everybody. So truly, truly, thank y'all. If you're not a Patreon, you've been thinking about it, you've been on the fence, join. Even if it's $1 a month, it just gives you access to so many things. We have pretty much sent out all of the coffee mugs to our Patreons at the $10 level. The only ones we haven't sent out are for people that we've reached out to and we haven't received addresses for. So those are the ones that haven't been sent out, and our UK people, because we'll get those out to our UK people too, though. But them shipping prices are insane. But
might have to take them with you out there, bro.
I was saying, brother, shipping prices was like, how much? Yes, sorry, David. Sorry, Daniels. That's my shit. But no, truly, thank y'all. We'll be back to do the recap sometime next week, but we'll get it figured out. Don't worry about it. And we also will get it figured out that we'll also have the live stream and the Zoom for this upcoming Sunday. Even if me and Ryan aren't there, we'll make sure it's set up so everyone can enjoy it together. So that's what the community is about, being able to like do this to other people that we trust and be like, we're not here, you guys got it, take care of our family, boom, good. So that's it. We're out. We'll be back next week. Enjoy the game. Peace.
Peace.
Engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.